What's up, ballers? Jacob here with AllDriveNoDrop, and bringing you my 3 easiest tips you can start implementing right now that are going to boost your game to the next level. When I started, I was looking all around for tips that could boost my game. I'm just looking at anything that can help take me to the next level, looking for the easy trick. These are my 3 things that I think you can start taking to the court your next game and are going to help improve your game a lot right away. So let's get into my number 1 tip right here. And this one is one you'll see the pros messing up, you'll see me messing up, because it takes a lot of focus and takes a lot of discipline, but it is one that will help you a ton. Let's get into it. Okay, so my number 1 tip is to go slow through transition when you're working your way up to the net. So here's my 3rd shot. Get my 3rd shot drop. Oops, I hit a little too high. I gotta get in here nice and slow. I come slowly to the net, nice and slow. Maybe even just take 1 step at a time. Work your way in, because look what happens. All right, I'm gonna hit my 3rd shot, right? My 3rd shot drop, okay, and I'm running in. Oh, I didn't stop. Ball's going off the court. That's what happens when we don't go slow through the court. So what you can do to help practice this skill is grab a partner, grab whatever you got, and just play some drills where one partner feeds at the net and you're starting your back. Just take 1 step at a time. You hit the ball, take 1 step, set yourself, get the split step, reset the ball. And when you go out into your next rec game, just practice patience, going slower to the net, because you go too fast, you're gonna get caught, not ready. Either it's gonna get caught at your feet and you're going low, or you're just kind of running through the ball and you're not in ready position. So that's my number 1 tip. Let's get to the number 2. All right, so my 2nd tip is letting out balls go. Easier said than done, right? But if you go watch a match, just go watch any game in the rec place and see how many balls you think are going out. But people are hitting, they're at their heads, they're right here, but they're just bullets. You know, how do you beat the bangers? Honestly, just sit there and watch them hit the ball out. But obviously, not the easiest thing to do. So this one, I would address with a drill. You're gonna need a partner for this one, preferably, or you could just do it in your rec play. But basically, you're going to be at the kitchen, your partner's at the kitchen, or they're back there with a bucket of balls and they're driving, and you are going to get out of the way. You're just going to move. So you're here, right? You're like, oh, and what you're gonna do is as soon as you see that ball, you're gonna guess in or out. In, out. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna guess in. 1 more, give me 1 more. In. See, I was late. In. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go guess every shot. You're not gonna hit anything, and you're gonna train your eye to know if it's in or out. That's number 2 tip. Let those out balls go. Don't be afraid to let those balls that you think are borderline go in. It just helps your judgment, because if you don't let some of these go, how are you going to get a feel for what's going in or out if you don't let them go? Let's get into my number 3 tip. So my number 3 tip is going to help with both of the previous tips, where one, we're trying to work our way to the kitchen very slowly, and then the second one, we are trying to let out balls go. So what we're going to do is we need to get lower. You need to get lower in transition. You need to get lower at the kitchen. I see so many people standing straight up. They're bending through their back. You cannot be bending through your back. It's not going to get the job done. You need to get down in a ready position, squat down a little bit, get that butt down, and make sure you are ready. You are so much more stable when you are down low. Look at this. See, when I'm coming in through transition, if I'm up here and I'm straight up, I mean, I'm not getting low. I'm bending through my back. I'm not doing anything. But if I get low, I can dig. You get low, you can dig so much easier. Your base is stable. You have the ability to take pace off the ball. And then if you're low at the kitchen, you can judge those out balls better. I'm here, oh, almost out. But look, if it's over your head, it's most likely going out. Some people can hit some insane topspin, but you just have to watch out. It gives you the gauge. But here, if I'm bending down, look at that. Now I can hit that scorpion. I can hit those soft shots. But if I'm standing up and the ball's coming at me, I just don't have a solid base. So that's the number 3 tip. You need to get low. Whether you're in transition, getting a serve return, you're hitting your dinks, you need to get low. If you feel like you're just dumping stuff in the net or you're popping it up too much, especially at the kitchen, that means you're not getting low enough, and that's just going to create bad technique. So those are my 3 tips for the day. You want to go slower through transition, you want to let more balls go out, and you want to get lower. Those 3 things are easy to implement. It just takes focus. So go out there and get that done. And as always, go play some pickleball.